Good afternoon, everyone. So, I want to make this video on truth. I see a lot of people from different backgrounds who claim they know the truth. That comes from many different angles. Doctors, people of religion, people of spirituality, they all know the truth. But even when the truth is proven, people come up with different theories for that truth, or what they claim to be that truth. And it's not theory even based on fact. It's theory based on hearsay. What one man has said, another man has said, is what I'm going to say. I've had a lot of time to think about things, and I went back and I checked on a few people. Writer's Muse, one of them. Yeah, I'm going to bring that name up. Patrick John Coleman. A few other people. And what I find amazing about all of this is I don't see people getting better. I see them getting worse. And what I mean by that is they're very intolerant of what anyone else has to say that's different, even though what they're speaking cannot be proven. And when someone else can prove something, nobody else wants to listen, because they want to be right. They want to be teachers. And I can tell you that comes with a lot of weight and a lot of cost. And it's one of those things where it's sacrifice, because you don't get anything in return. And I see a lot of spiritualists out there who charge for this stuff, and I've talked about this before. I had to take a little vacation. I had to go through a process too. But with that process comes lessons, right? And we learn from them. We're supposed to, anyway. Supposed to kind of change our views, our perspectives, our thoughts, break the shackles and the chains of what mankind has taught us versus what the true gods and goddesses want. It's really sad to know that you are 100% genuine and being honest, and people don't want to listen. What can I do about that? Nothing. Not as a man in the flesh, there's nothing I can do about that. But I can remember it. And they can do something about it. So, people need to start asking questions. Stop telling so much. History doesn't stop at the Bible. History does not stop at the Bible. History keeps going before the Bible. There were gods and goddesses before that. And so we need to be vigilant in what we believe in, and see where it comes from, and understand that not everything we've been taught is bad, that they say is bad, and not everything we've been taught that they say is good is good. Morality lies in your heart. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know what greed is, you know what selfishness is. And you're supposed to make selfless sacrifice for the people you care about, not make a sacrifice for just yourself and your immediate, the immediate loved ones in your life. I've been the victim of some unfortunate circumstances myself, but it doesn't change that there's a lesson in it and we have to learn from it. Mistakes should be just that. But you have to be able to judge everyone the same too. You can't look at a loved one and say, I'm going to forgive them 10 times, but I'm never going to forgive this guy who I've never known before at all because of what he did. I mean, you can't look at that and say that's righteous or fair. Because that person that did it the one time and you forgive them, may never do it again, but the loved one may do it 100 times. You know, love lies in the heart. It doesn't lie in the blood. And we have to remember that. But we need to not use love as an excuse either to not protect ourselves, defend ourselves, and prepare either. Because as long as man is around, man is corruptible. Man can be corrupted. Okay, greed can lie in the heart. So as long as man exists, there will always be evil in the world. So spiritual people need to stop this sense of evil is just going to go away. It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, it doesn't. And I know that to be true. I know that to be true. Evil will never leave. We don't create our reality. If you create your own reality, you end up in a lot of trouble. Okay? If you really get yourself to believe, you create your own reality, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. You start telling yourself you're rich when you're not, and you watch what happens. Okay? So keep telling people what you don't even believe yourself, that you create your own reality. Because if you created your own reality, you wouldn't be sitting there right there behind that computer making pennies off of YouTube. You'd be, trust me, I know man very well. Okay? No man wants to be poor. No matter what their agenda is, whether it's for themselves or to help someone else, they don't want to be poor. Okay? So, if you create your own reality, you'll be creating yourself a larger audience. You'll be creating yourself more money, more opportunity. No, you don't create your reality, and that's why people would abuse it. They abuse what they know already know enough. And then you're going to let them create their own reality? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. You know, this is not a video game. This is real life. So with that being said, I'm going to close this video out. But, you know, like I said, I find it amazing that people I've been catching up on have not changed at all. Lord Stephen Christ, who still thinks he's the incarnate of Jesus, doesn't know Jesus is Horus. It always goes back. Christianity is only about 1,600 years old. Well, the Bible was wrote, so that's officially, to me, it's about 1,600 years old, because that's when the documentation started. And there were many religions and beliefs and gods and goddesses around before Jesus. So, you go ahead and you be Jesus. I don't feel much like crawling up on the cross anyways. You can. With that being said, Namaste, love and light, and Amen. And all of you have a blessed day wherever you are in the world. And really, really think about things. History doesn't stop where we want it to. History stops where it starts. Again, be safe.